Corp is a high-concept slasher comic series I've been working on for the course of the last year or so. Essentially, how it functions is it takes just as much inspiration from the iconic 80s franchise masked killer slasher movies that you would come to know from this kind of project, but also takes just as much inspiration from the more nuanced, newer, and more self-aware projects of more recent years, such as Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, The Cabin in the Woods, and the late Wes Craven's Scream franchise. Using a similar concept to Cabin in the Woods, Corp is a project that takes the idea of having a business side to the world of horror movies and having the killers themselves actually having some sort of a corporate atmosphere, sort of a halfway between Cabin in the Woods and Monsters, Inc. in some sort of weird way, where we follow a new guy in the company named Jack, who's trying to bring this more new bread company back to its slasher 80s, get your hands dirty, bloody roots. And essentially, in order to accomplish this, he's assigned to a camp project where, in the same tune as some other famous horror franchises, follows a group of dumb, innocent teenagers, or in this case, not so innocent teenagers, as they stumble upon their first week of training as camp counselors at Camp Carpenter. What I think makes Corp interesting as a project and sets it aside from other projects is that, one, the slasher genre is really not something that gets explored that often in comic books, but also, two, I believe that there's still so much with the self-aware angle that hasn't been explored yet. When you look at things like the scary movie franchises, stuff like that, they focus so much on just pure referential humor, and no one tries to really dissect into what actually makes these horror tropes work and how much you can actually play with that kind of thing and expand upon things that haven't been done in this genre before. One of the main things that we use to accomplish this effect is Jack's slasher identity is a character called the Swing Time Slasher, which is more of a zoot suit wearing, out of control, surround himself with lights, announce all of his entrances, wacky, out of control villain, more than the more slow and silent, slow walking type of slasher villains that were known out of this genre. And we're having a lot of fun with this and seeing how we can experiment with having the perspective of this be completely from the side of the killer rather than from the counselors. The art for this series is going to be done by the team of Tyler and Sarah Sowells. They've done some amazing work in the past. They've actually even been recently successful on Kickstarter, over doubling their goal for Durantis issue 2, and being the head writer of this series, you'll see some of my credentials below, including my recently successful Kickstarter for The Man Who Watched Batman Volume 1. There's a lot of really interesting rewards and tiers and you can get from this project, including getting your own copy of the comic book, copies of my book, The Man Who Watched Batman Volume 1, various artists who've donated their time, and even some of them their cameos to being inside of this project, including a cameo by Comfort and Adam from the Rainbow in the Dark series, and a cameo of a major role played by Dirk Manning himself from Nightmare World and Tales of Mystery. One of my favorite rewards we get to include is the ability to be included inside of Corp. You can be a background character inside the worlds of the company itself. You can be featured as one of the movie posters that's featured around the company of a previous project before that'll be drawn by our artist. Or, my favorite donation is that you can have the opportunity for you to be brutally murdered in the hands of one of our Corp employees inside of the comic book itself. This project will go on until November 6th, and I really encourage you to donate to this project. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I really think that Corp is something really amazing that we can put together. Thanks all of you for your patronage. Share this project with your friends, donate what you can, spread the word best you can, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much.